Welcome to Bio class, class 12. Today we are going to discuss post-fertilization structure and event. So up to here, up to fertilized ovum, you know that the zygote is formed here, the 2N. From that the embryo will start developing. And here the PEN, primary endosperm nucleus, which is 3N in structure, that is 2N, 3N in structure, it will form the endosperm. Okay, so now post fertilization event we will discuss. You know that the two times it is fertilized, so it is called the double fertilization. So embryo and the endosperm. So embryo and endosperm, now it will develop. It will form the seed pod. Here the first endosperm will develop. It is quite obvious that endosperm will provide the food to the embryo. So at first body will prepare that endosperm. Endosperm development will be there at first. Then after that the embryo, development of embryo. Here also we will see in sequence the development of embryo. So in development of endosperm, here you know that the primary endosperm cell, PEC is there. Here the all divisions in mitotic cell division. Okay, here we can see that the three different types of divisions. You can see that the nuclear, cellular and the halobial. What are these? Let's know that here in nuclear division it undergo repeated division of karyokinesis. It means the nuclear division, nuclei without membrane. Only that nucleus will divide into many, but the cytokinesis is not there. So maximum plants are in the nuclear type of divisions. Another two types which is also there, that is the cellular. Cellular, it means that normal mitotic division. It means that one division, a nuclear division at first is there, then after that cytoplasmic division is also there. So that karyokinesis and cytokinesis both are there, and the normal, the partitions also there of the cell wall. So that is the cellular type. Third one is the halobial. Halobial is the mixture of this. The first is normal division, the way it will form the two different cell, and after that it goes to the nuclear type, so where only the nucleus will divide. Here some example also you can see and note that. Okay, so in this way that endosperm will develop. Just after endosperm development, the development of an embryo. You can see here you can see that the nuclear process, it is divided. Big vacuole is there and the nucleus is there, so endosperm is developed. Now here the embryo, which is 2N structure. 2N structure. Now this embryo cell will divide. See that the first cell division, it is divided into terminal cell and the basal cell. Basal cell, again division will take place, so that this terminal cell again divided into two. See that the division pattern. The one is divided longitudinally, and another it will form that round shaped mass, that octant, the embryological mass. So that next successive divisions. So the basal cell, it forms the suspensor, and octant, it is a 8 cell stage, so a embryonal mass. Now, gradually, it is divided into a multicellular embryo, and endosperm that supplies that nutrition the embryo through suspension. So it gradually takes the place of endosperm, and you can see that the next diagram where it is suspension gradually degenerates because the endospermic supply also become less because it has gradually decreased in size, and the cotyledon taking the place, endosperm consumed into the cotyledon. Then here you can see that the cotyledon. According to the cotyledon, you know that the dicot and the monocot is there. Here you can see the two different type of seed. Here the monocot, and here the dicot. See its difference here. Gradually that endosperm is fully consumed, and the only cotyledon is there. Number of the cotyledon is 2. Here the plumeal radicle is there, and in monocot endosperm still there, and another part is the scutellum as cotyledon. It means the endosperm here remains not fully consumed by the cotyledon. Okay, you have to remember that in monocot. And for that, this two different type of seeds are the different terms are there: X albuminous seed and the albuminous seed. X albuminous seeds, if the embryo completely fills up the ovule by consuming both the endosperm nucellus. So this is the dicot one, and in monocot it is not completely consumed. I think it is clear. The endosperm that already we have started with that, the endosperm which will provide the nutrition to the embryo, and here in the dicot plant it will consumes, and here it forms the cotyledon. This cotyledon number is 2. In case of monocot, cotyledon is 1, which is called scutellum, and endosperm still is there in the seed. You can see that the common part of it, the radicle plumule, and the covering part of it, the coleptile and coleorhiza, which covers this the plumule and the radicle part. You can see that the covering which is there. In case of coconut, you can see that the coconut water from the tender coconut that you are familiar with is nothing but free nuclear endosperms. That water which is there, the free nuclear endosperms made up of thousands of nuclei, and the surrounding the white kernel, it is cellular endosperms. So there are two different type of endosperm which is found here. One in liquid form, another is solid form. That solid, that the coconut that we are eating. Next is the dormancy or seed dormancy. We know that some adverse climate condition, the seeds fail to germinate. This condition is known as quiescence. It means that the wind condition is not favorable for the seed the germination. Light is not there, the humidity not there, temperature not appropriate. So it goes for the quiescence. But any condition arise when seed fail to germinate even though the environment condition is quite favorable. This is called seed dormancy. Always remember, the dormancy is what we use, that when conditions are favorable but there is some reason that seed will not germinate. So here different reason it can be. The impermeability may be immature embryo, and some inhibitor like ferulic acid, etc. Come here the basic concept of the fruit. A fruit is ripened, ovary, carpel or inflorescence. Okay. Here it can be ovary, carpel, inflorescence. Uh, Developed from the ovary is known as true fruit. Development other than ovary, then we are calling it false fruit. Other than ovary means from the peduncle, from the thalamus, from the calyx, from the perianth, from the inflorescence. It means the other than ovary, if fruit is developed anyhow, then we are not calling it true fruit. It is called false fruit. Now come here the structure. You can see that apicarp, exocarp, and this area is mesocarp and the endocarp. Okay, so which is enclosed in this. This all together is known as pericarp. Pericarp. This all together, it means that the apicarp, mesocarp, endocarp, all together, if we say that, it will be the pericarp. So here you know that the mesocarp region in this mango it is that we are eating. It means the edible part is not always in every fruit will be mesocarp. It can be any other part also. Let we can see this one. Here is in front of you that several fruits which is there, that and the edible part is written. Sometimes these are important, and in short answer type question you may get that. You can see that in the jackfruit that full inflorescence, that is, it means these are the ovary. In case of apple, that thalamus is the edible part. In case of tomato, we are eating the placentas and the pericarp also. So these are the various part, and in coconut we are eating the endosperm part of that fruit. Next part, apomixis or parthenocarpy. It is that it produces seeds without fertilization, called apomixis. It is almost like that parthenogenesis that already you have read. So in case of fruit also, without fertilization, that seed and fruit can form the seed. Seeds without fertilization, that is the apomixis. Here you can see a few example here. And apomixis is the form of asexual reproduction, which is the mimics that sexual reproduction also. Now in case of polyembryony, here it is another phenomena. And this phenomena, the developing more than one embryo in the same ovule. Let's see. In fertilization, we saw that the only one pollen tube will enter inside. Here you can see that some abnormality. The first is simple polyembryony. Here more than one embryo sac. Normally it is one, but if in abnormal condition, if it is 2, 3, show that the here also the 3 pollen tube will enter inside and fertilize. Mixed polyembryony, where the number of pollen tube is more than one and which will enter inside the embryo sac. So fusion takes place even in synergid antibodal. Third one is a cleavage polyembryony, and here the embryo will form. After that it produces the multiple by the dividing many cells. It is also another kind of abnormality. Okay, that is apomixis polyembryony. Here is the end of this chapter of the sexual reproduction in flowering plant. After that I'll give a few questions. You have to read your NCERT book carefully. Every page, every line, every sentence, every word of it. Because you know that it is very important for your coming examination. So next I'll send few questions and question answer and few question MCQs, all this. Okay, thank you.